everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to Seinfeld's Cantado San Andreas' narrative walkthrough. And as you can see, for this next mission, we have to come back between 2000 and 600 hours. I'm just going to kind of speed this up for you so we don't have to, waste our time just standing there and waiting for the mission to start. But Amphibious Assault is next.
Hold on. You trying to tell me you can't swim?
Seriously, when I'm in the deep water, it panics me. Plus, I'm terrified of eels and squid and seaweed and...
Okay, dude, see, I know you're just trying to make excuses now.
Look, CJ, I need someone from outside the Triad who I can trust.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You want me to swim around in dirty dock water, dodging little brown jelly beans and Vietnamese gangsters, to put a bug on a boat in the harbor?
You're so negative.
Listen, man. When I was a kid, swimming off the Santa Maria, I once got a condom stuck to my face. Horror like that stays with you for life. Believe that.
I have a confession to make. I'm blind.
No shit.
Yeah. Although I've trained my other senses to a point where you wouldn't notice my handicap, in the water, they'd be quite useless.
All right, Woozy, relax. Don't beat yourself up about it. Look, I'll do it. One last thing. You do know that I'm black, right? And not Chinese.
I'm blind, Carl, not stupid.
You know, I love their interactions. You know that? Take a car, any car, if for whatever reason none are spawning, you can always take a vehicle across the street at that garage right here, which I'm gonna go ahead and do. Why not? And then just drive it north, by northeast, I guess, over to the docks area, where the pizza place is and all that stuff. But yeah, I just love their interactions. You know, like with Woodsy, just kind of has that calming type of, how can I put it? Of course, he's like a criminal mastermind, you know. But he's still just, it's a good dynamic, I guess, in character interaction, and that's why I love characters like Wootsy and, games like this. That's all about, killing and action and, road rage, obviously. But, yeah, Wootsy's just, he's a good character. He's, like, my favorite character in, of course, this entire game. I know I've mentioned it before, I think, but just mentioning it again, because, like, that cutscene, to me, is, it's pretty funny, and it's just good, nice, fun interactions. Like, it's something like that Carl...
What you want, fool?
You can tell Carl trusts Wootsy and that they're good friends and that there's just no, like, animosity or no underlying, like, hatred towards one another, I guess you could say. But, yeah, it's just something that's cool to me. And also for this mission, you do have to have at least 5% lung capacity in order to continue on with it. Because it's kind of an oxymoron mission. Once you get into that, of course, it's going to start this cutscene where the boat is anchored out at sea that you have to plant the bug on, but there will be patrol boats patrolling the route to the boat, but you have to swim to it, and of course it does that whole cinematic thing of you jumping into the water. However, this was back in, 2004, I think is when the game came out, and it's a cool thing because it's, I believe, if I remember correctly, the first Grand Theft Auto game where you can actually swim in water without drowning immediately. Because, of course, that never made sense before, but now you can actually do it and go, under and above and all that stuff. But the reason why I kind of said it's like an oxymoron type of mission is that, how I said you have to have 5% lung capacity in order to continue on with the mission. Like, you should, I believe how it works out is that you'll get a call from Wootsy, asking if you can swim. I don't remember if it's after that intro cutscene or if it's before. More than likely it's probably before the intro cutscene. You'll get a call saying that you need to learn how to swim a little more, or that you need to build up your lung capacity up to at least 5%. I do highly suggest more, but of course I've led you through getting all the oysters, right? Getting all the oysters, so you should have plenty of lung capacity by this point. But the reason why it's funny is that you have to teach yourself to swim in order to build up the lung capacity and also collect the oysters. But this mission teaches you to swim. You know, like what buttons to press, what to do. And of course, they make it all cinematic, like, hey, you could jump in the water. But it's like, you needed me to be in the water already before going into this mission. Then you're trying to make it look all awesome and amazing, which it is. It is awesome that you can swim in a GTA game at this point, you know, this year, which, again, I think it was 2004, which, of course, nowadays, it's like, whatever. It's like a secondhand thing, whatever. But back at the time, it's a pretty cool thing, right? Am I aging myself? I hope not. Anyway, okay, so once you get out to the sea area, try not to swim on the surface, as the instructions say, for as long as you possibly can. Of course, remember, you have that lung capacity bar up at the top right, which, you know, once you're underwater, it'll start to decrease. And remember, if it goes down to 0%, then it'll start decreasing your health bar, and we do not want that to happen. So you have to go back up to get your breath. But I don't know what's going on. Of course, this is not working out for me in this mission. Like the last one, Lure, it was perfectly fine for me. But in this one, I don't know what's going on. It's just, it doesn't work out for me. So I had to go onto here, onto the island, in order to, and try to hide from the boats in order to refill my lung capacity meter, and then try to make it back. But of course, they're right there. I don't know. Is this happening with you all? Like, whoever has the HD remaster, or if it happened even in the older versions, the original versions, does our senses seem heightened in the HD remastered version? Because I remember playing this, obviously, like I said, so many times before. When I played this mission before, I managed to get through that area a lot easier, faster than I did now. That's why I went ahead and sped that bit up. But it's just, I don't know, this time it just seemed like anytime I was above water, they were right there and they caught me. So I had to go back under it, and of course, as you see, my health bar was almost depleted. But this is supposed to be a stealth mission, so once you get up to the top of the stairs, there is that knife there you can take if you want. But if you still have the silenced pistol that Caesar gave you from a previous mission, you could use that just as well. Because all the enemies on the boat will only have knives. Sure, why not? Logic, right? Yeah, all the enemies on the boat will have knives, and so it'd be really easy to take them down from afar. You know, don't bring a knife to a gunfight, I think is what the phrase is, so... I'm sorry, there's like some stomping or pounding or something going on around me. I don't know where that's coming from. But, yeah, it's just, you can use a gun. And also, I do call it a stealth mission, because that's how it's supposed to be. But, really, if you have rockets, or if you have those heat-seeking rockets, missiles, whatever, you can actually destroy the boats just fine. But just know also that once you go into the water from the original point, you know, jumping over the dock area into the water, you will not attract police attention. So you could swim out to that island and then destroy the boats if you'd like, or you could do it from the docks area. But I think before you hit that marker, you will attract police attention. So this is one of those missions where you could go out and explore if you want. But you'll notice once you're inside and down into the boat area, there will be a couple more enemies, and of course this part freaked me out because I almost thought I was gonna die, and I still just wanted to continue going with the mission just to see if I could make it without dying. But once you get to the marker, press the appropriate button on your console to plant the bug. And here, I just wanted to go ahead and show you kind of what the rest of the boat looks like, I guess, since for whatever reason it was open. Kind of felt like I should have closed this part off because there's just no reason to be back here. I think I wanted to check and see if there was anything you could grab. I don't think there was, though. I really don't think there was. I think it was just an extra enemy that I went ahead and took down, so whatever. But, yeah, so you could take down the boats with the rockets. I think it's just one rocket per boat. And also the guys here on the boat, like I said, they all have knives, so if you want, like, if you have an AK-47 or if you want anything else, you can just shoot them all down. You don't have to be all sneaky about it, all ninja about it. So, you could go either way. You could go in assault style, or you could go in all stealth style. And then after that, you do have to swim back to shore. So this is pretty much the same type of method of what you had to do to come out to the boat, which of course is, again, annoying on my end because it just, I don't know what happened with this. They saw me so easily. Of course I'm swimming right out to the front, but it's the only way really to get there. Like, how else am I supposed to get there? It's I don't know. So I went ahead and also sped this part up for you as well, because like I said, it's the same thing. You know, it can be boring. Well, it's not boring, I shouldn't say, but it was annoying to me. So, yeah, just stay under, swim up, go under. But of course, once you get close enough, get into the marker, and you'll be good to go from there. You don't have to worry about it because the mission passed. $11,000. You'll get some respect, and I think here I was just kind of pissed off with the enemies of everything that was going on. So I went ahead and took out my sniper and wanted to kind of snipe some of these, or tried to snipe some of these enemies on the boat. I mean, you can still do it because they don't disappear, but they don't try to attack you afterwards, I don't think. So yeah, you take down one. I tried to take down others, but of course it didn't work out, and they just go over the land and into the boat, whatever. But yeah, that was actually it for this mission. Interesting mission, right? Interesting. And you'll be 47.59% towards 100% completion. Oh gosh, I think there's one more Woodsy mission after this. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, I love you all. Peace out. Goodbye.